Okay, perfect. Give me a second. Set up everything real quick. Okay, I'm setting everything up right now. Should be working. I hope you can hear me as well. Wait, let's have a quick sound check. Hello, I hope you can hear me. Yeah, perfect. Okay, sound should be working. The stream's already running for an entire minute. Perfect. Quality should be fine as well. As you can probably see in the title, guys, today we're going to be building some more again. And first off, I'm really sorry for not really uploading a lot in the past few weeks, but I've just come from holidays, back from my holidays. And yeah, also I've got exams coming up in January, so I didn't really have any time to to cut videos and stuff. Wait, I can't see the chat. That's one problem. And got a problem. I think I have to... Yeah, guys, just give me a second to set something else up, please, real quick. Okay, sorry guys, I had to clear up something real quick. I'm back now. Holy shit, I was just gone for like 10 minutes. I'm really sorry. I've just seen in the statistics that 4 people have checked into the stream by now, and they've probably all left again because they saw that I wasn't talking at all. So I hope it's from now on gonna improve. Okay, as you can see in the title, today we're gonna be building something because I don't know, I gathered the motivation and the idea for a new mock, and we're gonna build that now because I want to. And therefore I've already prepared something, which is just this simple base plate. As you can see, that's like basically how I always build my base plates for mocks. I just put plates with bricks below and then black tiles around that. Yeah, really simple. And the plan for today is that I'm gonna be building a hot mock, so snow themed. And to be honest, further than that, I really haven't planned anything yet. I wanted to try to build, like, try a new technique with a new, like, border for the mock, which is something we're gonna start out with, like, very soon. And yeah, further than that, I haven't made any decisions, to be honest. So we're just gonna start building and see what comes out in the end. Yeah, that's the plan. So the plan is that there is no plan, which is always a good sign. So yeah, I will obviously be checking the chat on the side all the time. So while I'm building, I can be chatting with you guys, which is always helpful. So I don't get bored and I can maybe explain you guys some things. Yeah. I hope that slowly the people are gonna start flowing in again, but it's like, I think a weird time, honestly, because a lot of people are also from the US and for them it's kind of a weird time, I believe, and they're probably occupied doing something else. But we won't really bother about that and we'll just start building up. I think the first step we gotta do is stock this entire thing up a little bit more because I want to kind of, I know, I'm sure you've probably seen it in some videos from other people already. I want to build like the ground around this, like, I don't know, I don't really know how to explain it. I want to build some kind of terrain down below. Like if the terrain starts up here, you see what I'm building? If the terrain starts up here, I want there to be like rocks and shit down there because it just looks very nice in my opinion. Yeah, and that's something I'm trying to test for the first time today in this mod because I've never built something like that before. And we're just gonna start off building. And maybe, I also thought, which might be a good idea, if I record this, like, the building process anyways, I might edit a video out of that and, like, do a time-lapse of me building this. That might actually be a good idea. And yeah, also in the next days I might gather the time again to cut some more videos again. So there might be content coming your way again. That's definitely possible. But in January, like mid to end of January, I've got exams again. So I also definitely have something to do there because I have to, yeah, learn for maths, which is really annoying. But I'm gonna survive it, I'm sure. And now I think it's already time for us to start out with the terrain. And as I said, I've never done this before. But I think, honestly, we just start out and try to do it. I haven't really imagined anything yet, like the way I want to build it or something. But since we're gonna do some snow, I guess it's the best if we use mostly white for the terrain. And probably we're gonna use some dark bluish gray for the underground. In case you don't know the terms of the different colors and stuff, dark bluish gray is this, like the darker gray. I hope you can see it well in the cam. That's the dark bluish gray we're gonna use. And I think the first step would just honestly be laying out where I want which color to essentially touch the ground. And also at which height we're gonna build the floor then later is something we're gonna have to find out later, honestly. But I think it's gonna be smart if we just maybe... I'm not quite sure because we're gonna have to do the shaping as well. And I have quite literally no idea how I'm gonna do that. But I mean, that's the fun of building, in my opinion, and like trying out new techniques. You're not quite sure what you want to do, and then you just try around until something looks good and you like it. So I think it makes sense if we just start out and then hope it's gonna go well, honestly. This maybe, and then some more gray just distributed a little bit. So this, I don't know, that might make sense or something. And then we can kind of start shaping the entire thing. We might also later have to change up a little bit, like these parts into tiles. Just simply because we're gonna have some snot going on here to make the entire shaping like more interesting to look at. Because we're gonna use some of the new pieces I got a few weeks ago, like the sloped grill pieces. I can show them to you later, definitely. Yeah, I definitely want to use those to like do the texturing as well. And I think therefore it might be a good idea if we actually start out with that. Because I have no idea what I want to build, like how I want to build the entire thing. So I just start out with one specific spot and then go outwards from there. That's like a good technique, honestly. If you don't know how to do something, just give your best shot at it. If you don't like it, change it up. You know, trial and error. Just build and then something will come out at the end that you like. Most of the time, at least. I think we're gonna do it like this, and then we gotta get some of the headlight bricks up here. I hope you can still hear me well, guys. But yeah, I gotta get 2 of those headlight bricks, which is really important, like this. As you can see, like right here we have a really like narrow part of white. So I'm trying to probably texture this and have it like a really edgy shape. So therefore I'm gonna need 2, no, generally 4 1x1s probably. And the problem now is that usually I had planned to like build this technique already in the past, but I never really had enough different bricks to do this. So it might also be a challenge today bricks-wise, because I might just not have enough, honestly. But we'll just give it a shot and see how it goes. So yeah, I think we gotta use this one. And that should fit then. We use the dark gray clips to also give the rock some texturing. Like this. And then we're gonna use the pieces already that I talked about earlier. Because in case you guys didn't know, this is like the technique most people use to build freeforms. If you stack 2 plates and a normal headlight brick on top of each other, this is the exact height of 2 tiles laid on the side. So if I now just take the piece I talked about earlier, wait a second, I can get it out. This piece, I believe. Hello, let me get it. Yeah. This, the grill piece, the sided like grill piece, which has a nice angle. I can put this on the side of this headlight brick and it perfectly fits to the floor with the white tile. And then to create the shape I want, I can take the counterparts essentially, like the white grill pieces, and just lay them in there essentially, which is something you might see when building. And now, as you can see, we created this shape kind of, but it seems like we have to also stabilize it from the back, obviously, but it seems like it doesn't quite fit. Which you just which is annoying, yeah. As you can see, it doesn't fit. So then we will have to think of something different to do. I think then it would honestly just make sense to build a straight wall here and give up on the matter of building the side like this. So we might just have to, yeah, flip this around like this, and then kind of, I don't know, build the shape of the rocks a little bit differently. Yeah, I think it should work like that if we click this. I don't like the camera angle for some reason. I think we gotta change this up a little bit. I think it would make honestly more sense if we flipped it like this, and then a bit more upwards, because then you can see me build way better. Because I'm kind of building closer to the camera, I think that honestly makes more sense. Yeah. I think it makes more sense like this. I think we gotta keep it like that. Which is perfect as well. And then the other things I want to use is definitely cheese slopes to get the right form which I want. And that should usually work as well with the entire thing. But first, I think it makes sense if we just fill up the gray section right here a little bit. And we also gotta be laying out the shape a little bit more, because we want to do this pattern on 3 sides, on the front side, on the back side, and on the right side. So yeah, just like this, we gotta spread it a little more. And then on the corners, we just go with the dark bluish gray again to have like a good spread, a good variation. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Like this. And also the good thing is it doesn't matter if we build inwards a little bit, because we have space anyways, so it really doesn't matter. And then we go on a little bit, just put on the inside, and then we go with some white again. And then the plans for the back of the mock are to build like a small base or something. So I'm not gonna go with the same design on the sides right there, because there's gonna be something else coming your way. So we'll just leave it at that for the first moments, yeah. Makes sense, honestly. And then, as I said earlier, we're gonna fill up the gray parts like this. This maybe. Yeah, just fill it up. Which then already means that the floor on this side has to be at least this height, which is like this. The side of this, the size of this side wall determines the height of the floor. So we're gonna have to do the top part of this rocky section here a little bit more flat, so that the floor doesn't get too high in the end, and then the mock looks kind of weird. So we gotta keep it more flat. Maybe we also just go like this to have like a really, really flat section, which can also look very nice. So you have some height variation in there. Like this, and then we can counteract this shape again by using those. And we can counteract the shape of cheese slopes by using other cheese slopes again. And then we can create like a very nice 2-colored form on the sides, which looks really natural and looks great. Yeah. So we might as well start using the cheese slopes, which I just talked about, on the right side here to lift up the gray part of the terrain again. And I think it's actually smart if we go about building the gray part of the terrain first, and then we just kind of fit the white part of the terrain onto that. I think that's honestly makes the most sense to do. Just simply because then we have given the shape already, and then we can just go about it. and we don't have to like plan both of the sides at the same time in our heads, which can be pretty annoying. I think there, honestly, it would make sense to use like a normal slope piece in gray. This, yeah, makes the most sense. The only problem is that since I haven't built this technique yet, I have no idea with which shape we can like counteract this corner right here. And I guess honestly it's probably gonna be a cheese slope as well, or a flipped, yeah, like a, yeah, it's not gonna be a cheese slope, okay. It's probably gonna be another slope that's flipped on its head. Probably makes the most sense, which already means that we're gonna need some space here for the flipped slope. However, we can now go on with this, probably, or maybe not as well. Maybe we just think at some spots we can just leave the top open, like open as well, because then we're just gonna go on with the floor at this height probably. That actually makes sense. So I'm currently looking for a piece which I need, which is right here in my eyes. I think we can already build the counterpart to this, actually, to this smaller section here with the white. Cinemax. Hi Cinemax, nice to see you in the stream. How are you doing? How's your day been, man? You're actually the first guy. Please place comments. Yeah, I'm seeing you, bro. It's all good. I see you. Thanks for joining in. As you can see, I'm building like a snow mock right now. I'm putting pieces together like this. I think it now makes sense if we stabilize it, honestly. And I think then we've already finished this small part, but it might also, we might need to put another like headlight brick into the white part to essentially fill this gap here on the left, which you can see. I think that would actually make sense, but we might as well just be able to fill this a little bit more loosely with more white pieces. But I'm not sure if that would work. I can try though. Just to bring in some texture, I might as well use not the normal pieces all the time, but also the round pieces. To kind of, yeah, just make the texture a little bit more interesting to look at. And if we slide this in here, it should fit. And let's check real quick if the two pieces fit like that. And yeah, the form fits the way I want. And then if we now just build some backup right behind this, which also shouldn't be a problem, honestly. I think that can already look really good. That, a second. I think that's too big. Like this maybe. Also to get some support for the terrain layer later. Which we should be able to do like this. Yeah. Now that we have like back support, we have something we can push this against. And now you can already see that the shape is definitely coming together in some way. Yo, what's going on, Scott? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm building again. Seems like it. And honestly, I'm just building without any idea. I've just started. And I don't really have a plan. I'm just building and hoping that something good is gonna come out. But sometimes you just have to do that when you don't really plan. Honestly, I just had like, I wanted to build some more, so I decided to, why not go live as well? So you can see the entire process. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So now we're gonna fill up the entire gray section to be up at this point, because I think this is actually gonna be a very good height for the terrain at first. Lol, getting those creative juices flowing. Yeah, obvious. Completely. That's like the purest form of it, honestly. I'm just building and seeing what comes out. And I think honestly it just makes sense if we fill this up with some white brick as well, because as you can see, this entire part's gonna be white, snowy area, and we can reduce the amount of dark gray which we have in here. The only thing which I don't really like is the gaps that are kind of coming up. If you see this, there's like a small gap in between here, and there's a small gap in between here. But I guess that's something that we can't really go about. Like, we can't really change anything about that. And we're just gonna have to accept that. Now, if we stack all of this up, like this, we should have a clean layer. Oh no, we don't. Wait a second. What have I? Oh, I know. I've gone one row of plates too high, so we gotta remove those again. I guess, yeah. We gotta remove those. And Scott, I already said earlier, do you have an idea about what theme it is? Yeah, honestly, I kind of felt like there were too few Star Wars mocks in the last few weeks again on the channel. So it might become a Star Wars mock. And as you can see, it's already snowy. So honestly, I think it might just become like an Imperial base or something in the back. Something really simple, classic, like not be too crazy. Just maybe impress with the techniques instead of the topic of the mock. But yeah, I might change up my mind as well. Maybe if the base is, if I build the base, then I have something completely else in mind. And it might become a medieval mock or something. Honestly, you never know. You never know. As I said, I'm just building, seeing what's coming out in the end, and hoping that it's gonna be something good. And yeah. So basically the same as always. And now we fill up this again with some dark gray brick. Gonna be a big surprise. Yeah, honestly, it's really gonna be a big surprise. It's gonna be a Christmas surprise for me as well, though, because I have no idea what I'm building myself. So you're right, it's gonna be a surprise. Hey Tommy, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. We're still just, as the title is saying, just building, chilling a bit, talking to you guys. I've been chatting with Scott the past few minutes. The last few mocks I saw on the channel were really good. Oh, thank you, man. That's nice to hear. I'm always glad if you like the mocks that I'm building, and also my uncle, who's also building a lot for the channel. He's always happy if he sees like some nice comments, or if he sees just generally the amount of likes or the amount of views. It's really nice to like just follow that story along. Also, if you see like in the past of the channel, for how long we've already been uploading with some breaks in between, it's just nice to see the channel going so well in the past few months. Yeah. I'm just happy about that, honestly. I think now we gotta fill this up though with some more white. And that's something I said earlier as well. We don't really have to care with this technique if we put anything behind the wall, because it doesn't have to be too stable. What do you think of the smart brick? Actually, good question. But I've seen like one or two thumbnails on the smart brick, and I've definitely seen like the announcement, like that it was announced. But honestly, I haven't really had time yet to inform myself like what the smart brick even is. But if you want to, it would be really nice if you could like quickly explain it to me. What is the smart brick? Well, knew that was gonna come up. Yeah. Okay. It seems like it's a big change, and I'm an unk, and I haven't heard of it yet. So feel free to explain to me what it is, and what Lego has done again. Probably a new way to pull the money out of our pockets, honestly. So I'm just gonna stack a 1x2 because a 1x1 doesn't fit, which is annoying. Is there... Okay. I guess you're just taking some time to explain what the smart brick is. Maybe even laugh at me how I can be so stupid and not know it. which would honestly be reasonable as well, because it seems like it's a big change. I've recently been in a Lego store actually in Munich here in Germany that lights up and sounds. Okay, so okay. It actually, honestly, it doesn't sound that bad. For me as a mock builder that doesn't really like buy Lego sets themselves anyways, it probably isn't that much of a concern. But it seems like a nice play feature for children. Might be annoying though. Lagged by the minifix. Oh, it interacts with the minifix. So for example, if I place a minifig onto one of the bricks, it starts, I don't know, playing a specific sound or something. Okay, yeah. Honestly, I agree with Scott on this topic. Like, it seems like a really good idea to me. If I would have had something like this, like back when I was still actively playing with Lego as a kid, it seems like a good idea. It really seems like a good idea. But I don't know. If you say the execution is bad, then it's also like a really bad sign. It might flop like the entire thing. The sets look pretty mid. You said they were aimed at children. Yeah, but honestly, that just makes sense to me. Like, if you have an interactive brick, that's something that's mostly going to be interesting for children. So why wouldn't you specifically aim the entire thing at children? Like, why not? Honestly, that's something I can understand. But yeah, you might you might be able to like get the brick separately. You won't have to buy an entire set just to get the smart brick, but it probably will cost an entire like euro or something again. Probably more, way more. Yeah, adults will not be buying the sets, or at least not Lego's aim. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But isn't that like good in the end? Because honestly, like the past few years, Lego has been moving further and further away from being like a company that makes products for children and like play sets and stuff, and has moved further and further towards just being like for collectibles and for adults that want to buy sets, for example, to put them on a shelf or something. So that might actually be a move into the right direction, like, you know, to address the kids again and go back to the roots, maybe. One $40 sets and $80 sets. Okay, that's annoying then. Because honestly, I think if you put something out that's like good for children and aimed at children as well, then you shouldn't make it as expensive, because in the end, everybody should be able to play with it, you know? And not everybody can afford to just randomly spend like $140 on some plastic for their child, you know? And that's obviously bad again. But that was to be expected, obviously. Yeah, you're paying more for the tech than the actual set. That's bad as well. That's not okay. I definitely now I get what you mean with the bad execution you talked about earlier. It seems like a really great idea, like the entire brick, but it's not well executed. And that's how it seems to me as well. Now from your guys from you guys telling me, obviously. But I might have to like inform myself some more on that. And the entire topic. In I don't know, in Germany we have a guy, you probably don't know him. He's called Held der Steine, which is like hero of bricks in English. And he's doing some really great videos because he's got an entire Lego store himself, like a small one, and he's always reviewing sets and talking about Lego and where they're evolving and how they're going away from being like a child's company, children company. The sets look pretty rough, but again, it's aimed for kids. What topic is it though? Like, is it city sets, or is it Star Wars sets, or different topics? Like, what genre are the sets from? That would be interesting to me. Uh, wait, what was I about to say? Yeah, I was talking about Helter Steiner. He's doing some very good content, and he's also been he's actually been sued by Lego multiple times already because they didn't like what he was saying, because he was saying, I don't know, this and that set really sucks, or I don't know, this and that set is too expensive, or the quality here and there is too low or something. They actually sued him multiple times already. And they're starting out with Star Wars sets. Okay, when the battery explodes inside of the figs, kids play with them. Don't know. Oh, okay. So if there's like technical issues, then that's honestly even worse. Because if the sets are aimed for children, like aimed at children and aimed for children to play with, then you really must like make sure that there's no like security issues with the smart brick. But if they like don't manage to do that, that's horrible, honestly. I remember back in the day, there was when there was this like I don't know if you remember it, the hype from wait, what are they called? Hoverboards. You know these things that you stand on, and if you lean forward, they drive the direction you're leaning in. They also used to explode, and that was really funny to me. Now, like in retrospect, it's really funny. But in America, there happened some like horrible things as well. But I just recently found out about that because I own one of these, and I didn't really know that they had a tendency of exploding. Yeah, yeah, you remember it as well. That's, that was so crazy to me because I completely forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. And then when I recently like found out about that, it also was so funny to me because I had like completely forgotten about that, like the entire thing. I'm too stupid to build up like a structure that makes sense. It's like I'm completely holy shit. I'm talking too much and I'm building too less. Too few. You guys have been confusing me and irritating me. No, but honestly, it's nice to just like chat with you guys and talk about all the new stuff Lego is doing again. Like this. That's perfectly. Okay, I think now though, we've already got like a basic structure done in the front, which obviously doesn't look perfect, sadly, but it is something definitely. I'm not too happy with the form yet, but I think it's fine. For the first try, it's fine. Honestly. And we're now gonna stack up the left. That's something we still gotta do. Just like this, simply go off it. Yeah, just like that. I'm gonna go inwards by one with this. And this way we're kind of like further developing the shape. And I think also later when we have the entire floor up top, there will be like it won't be as bad. Solid Bricks had a bid on the new brick and he was pretty mixed on it. I think it's gonna be a hard sell for LAN members. What do you mean LAN members? Honestly, I don't understand. I think what are LAN members? Lego. What LAN members? I can't make up anything. It's gonna be a hard sell. Oh, Lego Ambassador Network. Okay, yeah, my. Yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. If like, not even the, not even the ambassadors can sell the product. Like, they're literally being paid to say that it's a good product, and not even they can do that. So that essentially just shows how bad it really is, isn't it? I think ambassador. Yeah, no, no, no. I think you pronounced it correctly. Yeah, you spelled it correctly. Um, I think I want more detail in here, honestly. I think that's That's too simple in my books. I think we gotta pull away one or two pieces maybe. I kind of don't really like this. I don't like it. And also I think the lighting is a little bit too high. Wait. Let me tone down the lighting a little bit so you guys can see more, because I think the coloring on the stream is really horrible with all the white going on. Maybe like this? Is it better like this? Should be able to see better now. Wait, let me check. Okay, I think now it should be better, because the white was reflecting so much when I checked the stream. I think now it's better like that, yeah. I'm not really happy with the shape of this. So we're gonna break out the wall again and check how we can like improve this. Maybe we wanna have like another cheese slope right here. Yeah, that might look better actually. Or we wanna, I don't know, maybe have another, like, just simply a plate down here, like to make this entire thing be a bit more smooth. Yeah, I think that's something we can try. I think we gotta go like this. Then put this right here. And then just go ahead with a second, like putting on a second cheese slope on this entire thing. And now I think they should fit a little bit better, hopefully. Like this. Let's now have a look at the entire shape. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And it's stuck in there. The white you're not happy with? Yeah, like the big wall part which I had in here. I think it looked too unsmooth, honestly. Move it up a bit maybe. And then we have a gap in there of like one tile. Maybe we can fill this gap just with a tile stuck in between. I didn't know if you saw it on stream. Yeah, no. I said I was not happy with the reflection of the white on stream, because it must be horrible for you to look at. And I'm also not happy with this part, like the wall. But I think now if we do it like this, and if we, do you see the gap like in between, like back here? I think if we just simply move in, give me a second to find the piece. Yeah, okay. I found the piece, perfect. If we stick in like a tile right in here, now the shape should be good. Yeah, look at this. Now we've essentially, like, we stitched the hole, we filled the hole. And now it looks way better than it did before, honestly. Also, the height is fitting now, so if we just put plates up top of this, it should work. And now we can go ahead and fill the main wall part again. Like this. Just go like this. And then maybe we get some more texture in as well with the round plates. Again, like this. Because that always looks nice, honestly. Because it shouldn't be too smooth, even though it's snow. It shouldn't be too smooth. Like so. I think it looks nice like this, yeah. And then we essentially just fill in the gaps again. Hello? Could I? Please, I'm too stupid. Take out those like movable parts because they're really annoying me. Because I'm just trying to build and they're always falling out. But maybe another topic, guys. How was your Christmas time? Maybe? Did you have a nice time with the family? Have you been in holidays? Did you visit somewhere else? I don't know, did you stay home? Did you like not celebrate Christmas at all? What did you do? guys. I know it's already a while ago, but since I haven't really been active since Christmas, it flew by. Yeah, same for me. Same for me. Honestly, also, this year I wasn't really in the Christmas fever, personally. I I don't know, I don't know, I just wasn't in the mood or something. It didn't really feel Christmassy for me, honestly. This just stabilize the entire thing. Put in another round one, maybe. I feel like I blinked and it was over. Okay, good for you though. Because I guess in Germany we say that the time in which you had a lot of fun goes by way faster. So it seems like you had a good time this Christmas. Now I like the shape way more though. Now I like the shape more. But I think it's too... The middle of the entire brick thing is too linear for me. I wanna break this up a little bit more. I wanna exchange this one for some more smaller stuff for more details, I think. Because I don't really like it like that if it's so... That will... I don't know, it looks too clean for me. So I think we have to fill in some more smaller plates. And Happy New Year too. Yeah, thank you, man. I also had a great New Year's. How was yours? Yeah, it was great. Just like a small celebration with the family, meeting up, seeing everybody again, getting some Christmas presents, but honestly, that like wasn't the main part for me. Yeah, it was nice as every year. Honestly, it's really chill. Like my family is really chill, so it's always nice seeing them. And then on the, I think, second Christmas day, like second on the 25th, I think I was with my girlfriend, and on New Year's as well, mainly. Okay, like this. Okay, now it looks good. Now I'm happy. We now fill in this. We can have a look at the entire front already because it should be finished, yeah? Yeah. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy with this, definitely. What part of Germany do you live, if you don't mind sharing? No. I live in the south. It's like, I don't know if you know the basically different states of Germany. You could say states, yeah. I live in Baden-Württemberg, which is like in the southwest of Germany. Right besides Bavaria, essentially. Right besides Bavaria, yes. I'm just thinking about maybe using this kind of a rock to like elevate this rock even further and then make it show on the top half as well. That could be nice, maybe. That could look really nice, at least. And I think now we gotta go about this side maybe, or about the. We could also do the other side first. I think I want to do this side first though. We gotta put out all these parts again. And now we're gonna have to find out about something that can fit against this slope. I'm in Ohio, if you're familiar with US geography. Yeah, a little bit. I think I know round about where you are. Isn't like Ohio pretty much in the middle of the US? Like not perfectly in the center, but like a bit on the, if you go a little bit towards like northeastern of the center in Ohio. Isn't like Ohio kind of there? Or am I stupid? Tell me if I'm being stupid. So just like this, and then this has to fit. So we have to go about. Okay, this won't fit. I can already see that. That won't work. Maybe we have to elevate the entire thing by one plate. Midwest. Okay. considered Midwest. Honestly, I'm so bad at like I'm in Seattle, Washington. Okay, I know what that is. That's like in the like no, wait a second. Am I being stupid? No, I'm not stupid. That's like East Coast, isn't it? Like this? Wait a second, does it fit like this? It should, but I need another plate for that. Like another tile. Like this maybe? And now it should fit well in my box. No, it doesn't for some reason. Yes. Oh wow, Tommy, I didn't realize that. But honestly, America is so big, like even if you lived close to each other, it's still like a really big distance, you know? I think honestly we just gotta do it like that. This maybe. And then just fill this entire thing up again. Like, are you near Munich? Yeah, I'm kind of near Munich. Like Germany in generally is like way smaller than the US, obviously. So you can get around here way faster. But I'm like, if I take the train, I'm around 3 hours away from Munich. So it's fine. It's not that far. Um, yeah. And Munich, honestly, I've been to Munich like uh I think yesterday actually I was still in Munich, yeah, with my girlfriend because we visited her family there. And yeah, Munich is great, honestly. It's a really nice city. It's just generally really nice there. People are nice. There's like some stores to go shopping at. Like the city is great. Architecture is nice. I would love to visit Germany. I actually hear that very, very often. I didn't really know that, but always when I like really often when I talk to people from America, for example, they tell me, "Whoa, I'd love to go to Germany. Must be so nice there." And I never really knew that Germany was such a like a place where many people wanted to go. It never really seemed like that to me. And Germany, South Germany, South Germany. I'm in South Germany. Like Southwest, Tommy. Yeah, Southwest. I think the gap like this is fine actually. And now we can build some more down below here as well. Again, just like we did before. Wait, where did I put the... I believe my ancestors on my mom's side were from Germany. Yeah, actually, that's a fun fact I also learned a while ago. I think around... It might be cap as well. Might not be true, but I heard it somewhere. That around 60% of the American population have roots somewhere in Germany if you go back like 4 or 5 generations. Which is crazy to me, honestly. Because I think that's on one hand obviously because of the Second World War. Because like a lot of German people fled to the US just because it was like a very like how do you say that? Very attractive country at that time. And that's why there was a lot of Germans in the US. And also just before that, many people in general came to the US, like Italians as well, for example. And I think actually there were a bunch of German people going to the US as well at that time. So there's actually really, really, really many people in the US that have German ancestry in some way. I have marks from World War II. You have marks from World War II? Like from your parents or like grandparents, or what do you mean? Like in what way? Because personally, as a German, my grandma also has a lot of stuff from World War II, like in the cellar, um, that she like didn't want to throw away or something. Like small, like for example, bills There's a lot of bills that I have. Like, yeah, money, paper money, two $9 marks. Yeah, that's always nice. If you like find a piece of history, essentially. I recently went through the cellar, like through our cellar, and actually found like wait, how do you say it? Um Bro, I don't know the word. Wait, I'm stupid. Let me Google real quick. I have no idea. Oh, a certificate. Okay. I was searching for the word. Um, certificate. I found a certificate of my grandfather from the for being like a firefighter, and he got like a certificate for, I don't know, being a successful firefighter between, I don't know, like a long time period, which was also from way back, like really long ago. And that was kind of cool. Like, as I said, finding essentially a piece of history just randomly lying around in my cellar, which was something I didn't really expect. But in Germany here, this is actually really common because the generation that lived through the Second World War and experienced the entire thing is like, they are still alive and they are telling stories and stuff. That's like really great in my opinion, because then you can work about the, like, talk about the past, which what has happened, and honestly just make sure that something like that never happens again. And I think that's the best way of doing that. Like, you have to have people that experience this, deliver their experiences, and just show everybody how, like, cruel and gruesome the time really was. And I think that's honestly the best way to make sure something like that never happens again. Okay, now we've got the white side here on the left. And I think it would be smart to finish up this left half as well. That actually went quicker than I thought. We might just... Yeah, I might just wanna... Can you type in chat the name of your city? Uh, a new bridge layer from... Can you type in chat the name of your city? Yeah, I'm from like a really, really small like village, but the biggest city that's near me is wait, I can just type the name in chat. That's probably the best. This, yeah. I wrote it in chat. That's essentially the name of one of the biggest cities near me. And that's like this city, Mannheim, it's really known for having like a lot of industry, which meant that it was like a really, really big target in the Second World War. And the city got bombed to shreds during the Second World War. Literally, not a single building survived. It was crazy in Mannheim because they had a lot of industry there and a lot of like tanks and stuff were produced there. So that was a big target for the Allies to like bomb, which you can definitely see as well in today's architecture. And also, it's not a nice city at all. Like, if it's, I don't know, it's it's just not nice. And then on the other hand, near me is also Heidelberg, which is another like, it's smaller than Mannheim, but it's also like a bigger city around here. And this city is actually known for universities and having like a really big university, a really renowned university here in Germany. And in contrast to Mannheim, this city was not bombed at all during the Second World War. Because I think the story behind that is that the like a big general in the U.S. Army had his, I think his father was born there, or I don't know, used to work there or something, or used to live there. Um, so Heidelberg was not bombed at all. Like, not a lot. How are your winters? Where are you from? Where are you? As I said, I'm in south of Germany, and usually we don't really have a lot of snow or something here. But actually today was the first time that there was snow laying just outside. I don't know if you were there earlier, but at the beginning of the stream I was gone for like 5 to 10 minutes, just randomly. And that's actually because I had forgotten to spread salt like outside. So that's what I went and did, so that the snow doesn't go back. Because in Germany, everybody that owns property has to make sure that there's no snow on their property if it snows. Because in case that somebody would walk past my house and, for example, fall down and, I don't know, break his ankle in front of my house because he slipped in the snow, it would be my fault for not clearing up the snow in front of my house. I love a history, so thank you for sharing. Yeah, no problem. It's, as I said, it's really nice just chatting with you guys, building a bit on the side, having a little chat. And I just got a new idea as well. Because I just saw this. Wait, I can show you. I just saw this, and I'm not happy with that. That looks shit. So we're gonna replace that. Just give me a second. We're gonna replace that with one gray slow tile and one white tile, simply. So it looks better. But therefore I just gotta find... Oh no, I actually don't have to. Oh, I have to. Oh, we're on 4 viewers. Nice, guys. Really happy about that. I think, I don't know, for you guys that are from the US, what time is it for you right now? Is it like a bad time? Is it in the middle of the day and everybody is out doing errands and stuff? Or is it too late? Is it too early? I always forget like what time jump it is. What build do you like to do? Honestly, right now, I think I said it to Scott earlier as well. I'm just building and hoping that something good comes out in the end. I think I'm trying to go for like a Star Wars style build again, because I think there have been like few Star Wars Mocs in the past few weeks on the channel. And I want to increase the amount again, because it used to be like the main form of content on the channel. So I might just be building a Star Wars mock. Or I don't know, if I feel like it, I might just turn it into a medieval mock. It's always really random. I think, what did Scott say earlier? I think he said I should just let the creative juices flow. Yeah, that's what he said. And honestly, that's perfectly what I'm doing. He like nailed it. That's essentially what I'm doing. Yeah, Tommy is in Pacific time at 12:25 p.m. lunchtime. In Ohio it's 3:25. Okay. Yeah, that honestly just makes it even more confusing for me that the American time zones then also they change up all the time. That makes it just even worse for me. Like, I always forget like what the time skip is, and then there's different time zones in one country, and that just makes it worse for me. And I just saw that I fucked up right here, which is annoying, because I wanted to have gray here and not white. That's actually really annoying, because then I have to take this away again and fill it up with gray. But then I gotta... I think I have a solution for that though. I think I have a solution for that. Because it's 2 plates high, so I gotta do the jump from color to color in a 2 plate high area, which I think should just work with another one of the grill pieces, honestly. Which wouldn't be too bad, and I hope it works height-wise as well. That I can put the plates up top then later for the floor. I won't confuse it with daylight savings time and standard time then. That's just, honestly, don't even try to tell me. I will either forget or not understand it at all anyway, so you're probably just wasting your time, to be honest. This, and then put the... Yeah, and that's just what I was not hoping for. It's too high if I build it like this. So I might just have to go about it very simply and just do it with plates, honestly. Because I definitely won't bother finding out a new type of technique now to do the entire jump thing. Like my English is literally so horrible today. Like every 30 seconds I find myself searching for a word and then having to improvise something else. Lol, I know, got friends in Mississippi. They were 2 hours ahead. Yeah, that's crazy. I honestly, for me, that's something I couldn't really imagine. Like having somebody that lives in the same country, but even when they live in the same country, there's still like there's a time skip in between us. Like I couldn't imagine that. Because like I don't know if you guys know, but Germany is like really densely populated. It's like when comparing it to the amount of inhabitants, it's actually really small. Um, and so that means that everybody I know from Germany is also within the same time zone as me, and also the entirety of Europe is basically within the same time zone. So even people I know from countries that are besides Germany or in Europe, there still is like no time skip in between. And it's really crazy for me that you have so many different time zones just within one country, which just once again shows how large America is. I think it should fit like this, honestly. I think that's enough. Enough gray and white. And I think, yeah. Now I like it way more. The shape right here of the gray and the white. That's way better. If I now go ahead right here. White as well. Just go ahead. This. And now I think we gotta think of a shape for the base. Yeah, I think that looks good. No. Okay. If you like it, then I like it as well. If you guys say it's fine, then it's fine for me. Then I will not change anything about it and just go on building. Like this. Yeah, I think it's good like this. The problem is that if you want to keep stability, like within the mock, then you have to break up all the little snot parts into smaller pieces. It then makes the wall less stable, but the entirety of the mock in general way more stable. So you kind of have to find the right balance, between having enough studs to base the floor on and still having enough snot to make the shape interesting. But yeah, I think we did a good job at that, honestly. And now we're just gonna build around the back, stabilize the entire thing. Yeah, when I drive to visit, my watch tells me it's 10 p.m., but time there is midnight at 12. That's crazy. That's, as I said, that's something I can't really imagine being a German. But yeah. Honestly, I would also love to like visit other parts of America again. And I think I talked about this on stream once already, but I've been to New York once, and it was really great. But then on the other hand, I think that New York is not really representative for like the entirety of America. Um, just because it's such a small part and it doesn't really represent the entirety. Oh wait, I messed up. Should have gone like this, yeah. And I also have another question for you guys. I recently saw that like a bunch of different like YouTubers and streamers and content creators that do Lego content have in their description that they are either an A-foal or a T-foal, like which I don't know, in case you don't know, it means adult fan of Lego or a teenage fan of Lego. Um, do you think that's important information? Because I added it to the description of the channel if you haven't seen it. And honestly, I never really cared about that, but it seems like it's actually a big thing. Yeah, there are some very different parts. Yeah, that's what I heard as well. Do you think that's important information? Like if somebody is an A fold or a T fold, or do you really care about that? Because honestly, to me personally, it doesn't matter. I don't care about the age of somebody, or I don't know. I think that's not like any information I need in the description of a YouTube channel. It doesn't make any difference to me really. Yeah, makes sense, honestly. Makes sense. Because I added it because the main mocks for the channel are being built by my uncle and myself. So I think I just added into the description that we are both A-folds because I'm fresh 18 since July. So yeah, I guess. Now it's in the description and anybody that wants to check it can now see it. But I've already gotten hold of that just generally some people are confused, seem to be confused on who is building the mocks on the channel because I sometimes mention that I don't build everything myself and sometimes I don't, so I don't know. I hope that not too many people are confused. But yeah. Because last clone actually mentioned this to me for the first time and it like wasn't apparent to me at all. He once just said, like when we were chilling in Discord call, that he said, I gotta ask this now. Hey, hi, Brick Trooper, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm doing fine, thank you. What about you, man? We're just chilling here, building, talking a little bit. We've already talked about the Lego Smart Bricks earlier, because I was really uneducated on that topic. And Tommy and Scott just told me that it seems to be a horrible thing again. Yeah. What was I about to say? Yeah, last clone mentioned it to me that it was a really confusing thing for him. Who was building the mocks on the channel and who was running the channel, and then I explained it all to him. Because I am mainly running the channel, like I'm editing the videos, I'm doing the thumbnails, I'm doing the community posts. But then some of the mocks are being built by my uncle, just simply because he wants to build Legos, but he doesn't really bother like editing videos or posting it. But he also likes to see the progress of the channel, and he kind of views the channel as some kind of a library of our mocks that we can like have a look back at and see what we've done in the past, which I think is a good way of looking at the channel, honestly. Because he also doesn't really bother about the numbers. For example, sometimes if a video goes really badly, and it just does I don't know, not a lot of views, then I can be kind of, I don't know, demotivated and be like, oh shit, I spent so much time for a mock and now it's only gotten me, I don't know, a few hundred views. And honestly, my uncle doesn't really care about that. He just builds for the fun of it and for the sake of building Lego, and then he's happy with that, which I think is honestly a great angle to approach YouTube nowadays, because I feel like there's so many people that only do YouTube for the sake of, I don't know, getting viewers, getting subs, and then making money with it in the long term. And I think it's just great to just enjoy the hobby and enjoy what you're doing and not really care about the views or something. Because I think that can also really break your mentality in long term. I don't know. What's your view on that? Do you think that too many people on YouTube nowadays focus too much on subscribers and likes and the numbers? Or do you think people should go a little bit more back to the roots and just do the thing for the fun of it? Okay, I can already see Brick Trooper saying I agree. Scott's agreeing too. Okay, then it seems like it's a valid opinion of mine. If you guys all agree, then it definitely seems valid. Seems like it's also an experience that a bunch of people make. But on the other hand, obviously, I can also understand that you're trying to become a very well-known YouTuber or something, because that's just something that, I don't know, you can earn a lot of money, which is also, yeah, it makes sense. I don't know how to say it, but it makes sense to me that a lot of people are doing YouTube for the money nowadays as well. I think it needs to be for the love of what you're doing. Yeah, that's that's basically just what I'm trying to say. The only difference is that I'm fucking stuttering and mumbling around, and you're pinpointing it within one sentence. But that's what I'm trying to say here. Nice to see so many people of you actively chatting. By the way, I'm really happy about that. I didn't expect that. Um, yeah, especially for such a random stream that I haven't announced again. Some people get so worked up over subs and likes, and I'm just like, your content builds, etc. Speak for yourself. Let them speak for yourself. Yeah, that's honestly something I agree with. And Brick Troop is saying, I just do it to share what designer started in Lego Life when I was a kid, but they took it down, so now I use YouTube. Wait, I just do it to share what design I started in Lego Life. I was a kid, but they took it down, so now I use YouTube. Wait, I don't quite get what you used before. Where did you share your creations beforehand? Now YouTube, yeah, I get that, but I can't quite understand what you used before. Tommy's also agreeing, which is great. Yeah, Scott, honestly, I couldn't agree more with you. I think that you should, like a lot of Lego YouTubers, should just return to focusing more on the actual builds if they're focused on Mocs. And I don't know, for the they I think like they are more interested in the content side of Legos than in the actual, you could say, art side of Legos, because I don't know, for me personally, for example, building Mocs is some form of art. But that's something we don't have to discuss now, what is art and what isn't. It was an app that Lego made to share creations. Oh, okay. I didn't know about that, but seems like a good thing generally. Um, oh, I actually have the perfect example for this. I don't know if you know him, but there's a YouTuber. He's called Max. I think it's a Russian guy or something. And he's an insane mock builder. He's actually a great mock builder. Uh, he's built some crazy mocks in the past. And he recently came out with a community post saying that he doesn't enjoy the side of making content, and that he feels like he's being worked up too much in making the videos, and doesn't use up enough time to actually build the mocks, which is the side he actually enjoys. And since then, he stepped away from having like a strict uploading schedule, and now he's just building mocks that he likes, that he's happy with, that he wants to build, and he just posts them. And the videos, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how the videos are going for him, but I think that's the right way to approach it. He stepped away from from focusing too much on the content, and now he's just building and does what he loves and does what he wants to do and just posts that. And that should be the main focus of a Lego channel, in my opinion. So he's going about it the right way. And he's way bigger than I am as well, from the like views wise. Deserved, honestly, because he's done some crazy builds. I don't know, if you don't know him, definitely search him up. He's called Star Max, but with a not with an X, but with an K and an S. Yeah, Star Max. He's doing some crazy builds, honestly. I've been looking at his content since I started YouTube myself. And now I've been talking for 20 minutes straight again and haven't placed a single brick, which is obviously great, because we're not getting any progress done. I think right here we gotta switch back to normal bricks again and go away from the stuff. Äh, Moki. Auch da. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna answer the question in English, not in German, so that the rest of the chat also knows what's going on. I think, first, Scott, I think he's Russian. I think that's the accent, but I'm not sure. Moki, personally, I think I gotta explain the question first. Okay, to all the American viewers in chat, in case you didn't know, the by far biggest sport in Germany is football. And bye, Brick Trooper. Have a nice evening. Is football, like, I think it's soccer for you guys, which is like the biggest sport in Germany. Essentially, everybody is like a soccer fan of some sorts. And Moki in chat has just asked me if I like two clubs and which I like more. There's like two big clubs from Hamburg, which is a big city in Germany. You might know it. And I personally myself, I honestly don't really like both clubs, I think. but I think if I had to choose, just with the legacy in the past few years and getting up again from the second division, I think I gotta have HSV as the better club of the two. But yeah, Moki, answer me. Are you HSV fan or Pauli fan yourself, or why the question? Because I myself, I'm a Cologne fan. Ich bin FC Fan. Das that's why. But why are you asking the question? Really interesting topic, honestly. I hope I'm not boring the Americans in chat, and I hope that I did a good job explaining. But yeah, HSV für immer. Okay, now I get it. Okay, guys. So we have a Hamburg fan here in chat who just asked me which club from Hamburg I like more, and it seems like I gave the right answer. And I think now we gotta get back to building a little bit at least, because I want to get a little bit further with the build. We are covering a lot of topics today, and it's really cool. Yeah, we literally, Scott, that's crazy. We've just jumped from topic to topic. We started out with the smart bricks, then we went to just generally like Germany and America and the countries and the different time zones and how confusing it can be sometimes. And then wait, I'm 100% sure I skipped a topic as well. I think we talked about something else in the meantime. Yeah, we also talked about Lego as a firm in general. What is this mock going to be? Yeah, I think I'm not quite sure yet, but I think in the end it's probably gonna be a Star Wars mock, but it might change up as well. Honestly, I just started building, and I'm looking what's coming out. As I said, as Scott said earlier as well, I'm just letting the creative juices flow, just seeing what happens and what the mock becomes in the end. But so far, I'm pretty happy with the shape that I'm trying to achieve right here. With the like, wait a second, I can put this in again. With the terrain down below, I'm really happy, honestly. I hope you guys like it as well, because it's pretty sure gonna become a short or something on the channel again. And we're now on the right side, which I'm trying to build. But it might not even be necessary, honestly. If I just give me a minute and I'll try to get down like a vision in my head of how I want the rest of the mock to look, because we might not even need to do all the terrain down here, because we might just be able to build the base back here. So in that case, I don't even need to build the sides. And I think that's actually the case, honestly. I think we might just need to fill this up with light gray for a Star Wars base. So let me get the light gray bricks box. Give me a sec. Also, guys, another topic that I'd really be interested in, concerning the content on the channel. What personally, like, what do you guys enjoy more? I think I'm gonna do a community post on that soon as well. But what do you guys enjoy more? Do you like the Star Wars content? Do you like the long form videos of bigger mocks? Do you like the short form videos more, where we build some smaller mocks but more? Or do you like the medieval mocks more, the Star Wars mocks? This is going to be a medieval mock. You feel like it? Okay, okay. But honestly, if we now set down the ground for the base, I think it's pretty sure gonna turn into a Star Wars mock. Because also... okay. Wait a second. This... Okay, Scott, do you like it? Oh, okay. Like, what are you more interested in? To the other chatters in the chat, what do you like the most? Because personally, as I said, I enjoy building everything as well, and I'm going through different phases all the time, which you might see on the channel. Because at some point there's more Star Wars coming out, and then there's more medieval coming again. Then there's some apocalypse mocks. Oh, by the way, that's something I want to ask as well. Do you guys still remember the zombie apocalypse mocks, which we uploaded for some time? Because they always like they were, like, the videos always did great, views-wise. And I think my uncle recently said that he would be down to build some more of that again. Some more, like, zombie apocalypse mocks. Did you enjoy those? Would you like to see more of that? Or is that something you say that you're generally not interested in? To the viewers that are still there. And do you even remember the videos? Obviously, because I think that's already a while ago again that we posted those. Just fill in the gaps again and have a look at the final product of what we've done so far. And honestly, if I have a look at it like that. Yeah, they're cool, but I think I like Star Wars better. Okay, so you're mainly here for the Star Wars content, for the good old Star Wars content, which is reasonable, honestly. Honestly, and if I look at it like that, I'm happy with the result so far. The different shapes, I like it. Looks good. It's definitely a good base to go off of. I think now we just gotta fill in some more. I don't think I followed you doing those mocks, but sounds interesting. Yeah, it was like, it's kind of hard to explain. I think it was multiple mocks, actually, that, like, my uncle kind of tried to create an entire storyline about some survivors in a zombie apocalypse. And then from episode to episode of the mocks, they became, like, fewer survivors. And then you had some, like, special characters, and they went through different areas, like cities and underground bunkers, for example. And you could always see them, like, surviving in different ways. And we were planning on at some point doing something like a supercut, where you then can see the entire story, like, in one long video. You're like, Star Wars or medieval builds, okay. And that used to be really great, and the videos also did very well. And yeah, it was really fun to build those. If you like, I don't know if you're interested in that, but you could definitely go check out the playlist, because that's some. I think we had 8 or 9 parts. I think always like long form videos, 1 or 2 minutes mostly. And honestly, those were some of my favorite mocks, which my uncle built. Because you could just see that he was having so much fun building them, and they were literally stuffed with detail. It was actually crazy. Yeah, that was nice to see. And I think now we gotta put up the terrain. We can put up the terrain. Actually, wait, just give me a second. Therefore, we got some plates. And we just fill up this entire section with plates. And then go about filling up the entire, like, the border. And I just hope that I have enough white, honestly. Just hope that I have enough white. No, already doesn't work. Wait a second. Star Wars on medieval builds, okay. Yeah, but as I said earlier, I mean, we talked about it, that you should do the channel for the love of Lego itself and not for the content. So I'm just gonna keep building whatever I want, honestly. But if I see that you guys, for example, are all screaming at me that you want to see some more medieval mocks, then I would obviously be more motivated to build some more medieval or build some more Star Wars in either way. And yeah, I'm just glad to see that you guys you like mostly everything that I do, like, which is really great. And I also think that it's really nice how, since I started the channel, there's actually been, like, a community that's grown. For example, Moki, I think he's still in the chat, yeah. He's been following for such a long time. Yeah, he's been following for such a long time. And he's always been commenting, he's always been there under many different videos, many different topics, and that's actually something I really, really, really appreciate. There's also some other people that are not in stream right now, for example, like, wait, I always forget the names. Because he's got a LLC Customs or something. I always forget his name because there's like a customs producer out of France that decals clones, and they have such a similar name, and I always switch them up. But he's also been commenting for such a long time, and he's just such an active viewer, and it's always nice to see people like also you, Scott, for example. Since you've been following, I always see your comments, and I always see you in the streams, and that honestly just makes me happy that there's kind of an entire community of people growing together that all like the content and enjoy it and like to communicate, and that's just really great, honestly. Also, 247 builds, I think that's what he's called. Yeah, he's also been following for such a long time, and always he's been active, commenting a lot, looking at the videos, and it's just great. Because that's, yeah, no problem, no problem. It's I should be thanking you guys, honestly, because that's just something I really didn't expect when I just randomly decided to do a YouTube channel and upload some videos of the Lego Mocs that I'm building. I really never expected to at some point have an actual community of people that follow the content and like what I'm doing. That used to be so unimaginable for me, and now it's just the truth. Also, the connections I've made with other YouTubers, for example, like Last Clone Studios, or yeah, it's just great to really have grown into an entire community. And I don't know if you've seen that, but we also, do you play any games like Battlefront? Yeah, I'm a big gamer. But let me finish my talk real quick. I'll be back on that topic in like 20 seconds. What I was gonna say is that we used to participate in a lot of mock contests, and I think that was also great just to connect with different people, not only in the like international scene, but also in the German scene. I think we recently took part in a German mock contest as well, and now I just know all these people that I had no idea were even existing before, and they're all so nice, and the entire community is so great, and I just love it. It was a great decision to start a YouTube channel, definitely. And now we get back to the part of me playing video games. Yeah, I'm actually a big gamer. I think I've actually been like gaming actively on a PlayStation 4 and PC nowadays since I've been like 4 or 5 or something. And obviously I've played Battlefront. Like back in the day I played Battlefront 1 with my father together. And I've also played Battlefront 2, but not a lot, honestly. Battlefront 1 I really grinded the shit out of that, but not Battlefront 2. Because at the start it was really horrible with all the pay to win stuff. But yeah, I'm a really big gamer. I actually play many different games. I recently started playing The Witcher 3, which is a great game. I think I even did a community post, but some of you might have not seen that. And I actually used to be semi-professional player in Rocket League, in case you guys don't know the game. It's like car soccer, essentially. Wait, guys, give me like 10 seconds. I gotta get something to drink. My mouth is so dry after talking for so much time. Holy shit, we've been streaming for an hour and 2 minutes, by the way. We've passed the 100 hours mark. 100 minutes mark, sorry. Yes, so I'm a big gamer. What about you, Chad? Are you playing video games a lot or just building Legos? Okay, I'm back now. I can talk again. I've gotten a sip of water. Now I'm happy. Think honestly we should just fill this up with light gray as well. Helldivers 2 is a big part of my free time. Yeah, Helldivers is great. I've seen a lot of content for Helldivers and like YouTubers and streamers playing it, but I've never tried it myself. I actually own the game, due to a really random circumstance, but I've never played it because it really takes a lot of space on my PC, and my PC is really bad, so I might not even be able to really play it. But I would love to try it out once because it seems like a really good game. And I've also seen that a lot of people are grinding the shit out of this. And Scott says, wait, let me check what Scott says. Scott says, I'm very casual for gaming. I did just get the new Indiana Jones game though for PS5. Okay, so you're a console warrior. And you have to play one day. Yeah, I'm definitely going to play one day. I've just currently I'm playing some Arc Raiders. In case you know Arc Raiders, it's like a extraction shooter, kind of like Tarkov. I did just get the new Indiana Jones game. Honestly, Scott, I don't know about the new Indiana Jones game. Tell me more, bro. Tell me more. What's the new Indiana Jones game about? Gigabyte. Oh, the gig. Okay, okay. So the space of Helldivers 2 is gonna be reduced. Okay, that's already a good sign because it's like 150 gigabytes or something, and that's honestly too much. I can't have that much. So like this. Go about it like this. If I have enough space, I'll definitely try Helldivers. Of course. I've also seen a lot of people build like Mocs with custom Lego Helldivers figures, which was also really cool to look at. It's called Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. It plays like Uncharted or Tomb Raider, if you're familiar. Yeah, okay. I've played all of the Uncharted parts and most of the Tomb Raider parts as well. So I'm used to that kind of gameplay. But it seems nice. I hope you enjoy it, actually. Also, Indiana Jones is such a great, just generally such a great universe. I have to go. Okay, bye, Moki. Have a good one. Have a nice evening. Thank you for checking by and chatting with us. Yeah, what was I about to say? Oh, holy shit, I'm stupid. I just built this entire thing because I didn't have a long one white plate in white. And then I just pull out this thing. What the fuck? I'm so stupid. So we just do like this. Yeah, what was I about to say? Yeah, Indiana Jones is such a great universe. I love it. I love the movies and stuff. Yeah. You also seem to be a big Indiana Jones fan with the picture, with the profile pic, Scott. So, yeah. Are you guys like big into movies and series or something? Because I'm actually a really big movie guy. I'm chilling like I've been a lot on Letterboxd. Red brick separator. Never seen that before. Yeah, it's not actually Lego. It's wait a second. I think it's blue bricks. It's like an alternate Lego thing. Here in Germany, they're really small, but they make high quality bricks for essentially less than half the price. And I get a lot of my bricks there. And I think that's one from them. Yeah. Might just be one from a bricklink seller as well, though. I'm not sure. I love Star Wars too, though. Yeah, okay. Okay, okay. So you're also a film guy. But what's your favorite movie? Lucas Star Wars though. Yeah, okay, yeah. I get that. I get that. What's your favorite movie, Scott? Or also maybe the other viewers in chat, I don't know. What's your guys' favorite movie? I think that's also always an interesting question because there's a load of different answers because there's so many great movies, honestly. And you can argue for any of them. Oh wow, I'm not sure I couldn't narrow it down to one. Okay. I get that. That's actually just what I was trying to talk about. Because there's so many great movies that I actually think it's really hard to narrow it down to one, as you said it. But I think if I had to really just choose one, I would probably go with The Godfather, which is my favorite movie of all time. Sorry, by the way, if I say film the entire time, but in Germany it's just film and not movie. So, and it seems like an English word, so I say film the entire time. Godfather is great. I do like the new Dune movies. Okay, yeah, I get that. Yeah, Godfather. As I said, Godfather is just my favorite movie. The first part, though, and the new Dune movies are great as well. Honestly, I've seen them both, and they're actually insane. Actually insane. Some great movies. I think the second one might be better than the first. The second Godfather. Yeah, that's actually a lot of people say that because they're both insane movies. But personally, I don't know. I think it's honestly just it's great that they managed to keep up the quality of the first movie in the second, because that's something you see really often, that the first part of something is really great and then it kind of falls off, you could say. But personally, I don't know. I just like the vibe of the first movie even more than the vibe of the second. But I guess it's everybody's choice which movie they like more. And yeah. Okay, so now we have it. The front should be finished. We might have to go ahead and pull some of this even further apart. Like, and place them a bit more loosely on top here to make the gap a little bit less wide. Oh, by the way, something else we could maybe talk about. Other than movies, tomorrow I've actually got my first day at work ever. And I'm pretty excited for that, honestly. Yes. The third one though went off the rails. Yeah. The third one then kind of fell off, but we don't talk about this. We don't talk about that. We just appreciate the first two movies and ignore the third one. That's just the way we do it. But wait, let me check the time real quick as well. What time is it? Okay. In Germany right now it's 10 p.m. No, 10 a.m. in the which is evening, which I don't even know. It's 10 in the evening, essentially. So yeah. I've already been building for a really long time. But honestly, it's just so fun chatting with you guys and just yapping and building a little bit. That I don't even want to stop. But I think I'm soon gonna have to go offline, just simply because I want to eat something. But I'm still gonna stay for some time. And then they got her the 3 coda, which I think made it worse. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Honestly, I think it's been such a long time since I last watched the third Godfather, because I always skip it, you know. So I can't really argue about that because I'm not that much into the topic anymore. Because I don't know. I kinda how do you say it in English? I kinda banned the movie from my head, you know. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of great films the past few weeks. Especially personally, some movies that I also really like is all the DiCaprio, congrats on your job too. Oh, thank you, thank you. Also the all the Leonardo DiCaprio movies from like 2010 or something, I think, that came out around that time, like Wolf of Wall Street and Great Gatsby and Shutter Island and stuff. They are so great as well. Inception as well. That's what I did with the Star Wars sequels. Yeah, yeah, that's what I did with the Star Wars sequels as well. And honestly, that's what everybody should do with the Star Wars sequels. But that's another topic again. The way in which they harassed the Star Wars universe. That's actually, to this day, it's still sad. I don't know if I ever told this story. It's possible actually. But when I was in the movie theater with my best friend in I think it was Star Wars Part 8, like Episode 8, I actually cried in the movie theater because I was so sad what they did to my back then favorite genre, like movie universe, cinematic universe. It was literally, it was horrible. But I think honestly now I've just grown to accept it. I don't know. What do you think about the all the new series coming out, like um, the Obi-Wan series and the Ahsoka series and what else? Andor as well. Did you watch those, or did you not watch those? Because I think you need Disney Plus to watch those, so not everybody has. So I think next step should be to build up the base. Essentially, I did watch very mixed with those. Yeah, that's actually my opinion. I think I watched everything besides the Ahsoka series because the Ahsoka series came out at a point where I had already given up, honestly, on all the new Star Wars series. But there's one which I really, really liked a lot, which was Endor, honestly. It's by far the best one in my opinion. The best like Star Wars series. And also when taking a bigger scope and going away from just all the Star Wars series, it's just generally such a great series in my opinion. It's actually one of the best of the past few years, and I know that it's one of the most underrated as well. I've seen so many people that either haven't even watched it or didn't, I don't know, just don't know it exists, which is so sad in my opinion because I think the Andor series was so great. Yeah, really sad that a lot of people haven't seen it. It's literally one of the most underrated series of the past few years, in my opinion. But nice to hear that you have the same opinion. That Obi-Wan really didn't need to be made. Yeah, that's also after watching Obi-Wan, honestly, I was so demotivated with all the Star Wars series that I didn't even bother watching Ahsoka. And yeah, I found this show to be so horrible. And I have a friend that actually thinks that this is like one of the best of the newer Star Wars series, and he still to this day hasn't watched Endor, even though I'm already like I've been telling him to for like months. He hasn't watched it, and he thinks that Obi-Wan is one of the best Star Wars series, and this is just crazy to me. I hated it so much, honestly. But I guess everybody's got their own thing. Some people like the Obi-Wan series as well. And I've also heard some good things about the Ahsoka series, but as I said, I still haven't watched that. And I heard some things about the other series whose name I always forget as well. Wasn't there one with like that was playing in at times of the Old Republic or something? I always forget the name of that, but that's supposed to be horrible as well, from what I've heard. I haven't watched that. Yeah. I've also grown kind of demotivated with, I don't know, watching all those series. I've been rewatching the Clone Wars as well, because that's one of the good ones. Probably the best one, in my opinion, as well. Like, one of the best ones. They ruined Boba's character in his show. Oh, yeah, true. That's something I also didn't like. Like the Boba Fett, the books of Boba Fett. And also, I think, honestly, after season one, and yeah. Bro, you're literally saying what I was about to say. Yo, Cole, nice to see you in stream. We're just talking about all the new Star Wars series and the newer movies and what we think about those. What's your opinion on that? Mando started out strong, but then went off the rails. Yeah, that's just what I said. What I was trying to say, Scott. I think Mando started out really well. Also had a lot of hype in the beginning, but then it just became worse and worse with every season, honestly. Okay, perfect. I'm currently still building the entire base in my head, which is something that's really stressful. Because I still have no idea how I want it to look, honestly. And I'm just thinking about, hey, 247 Bricks, nice to see you as well. Now all the people are coming in. I've just been chatting with Scott about all the new Star Wars series and the new movies coming out. What's your guys' opinion on that? Have you watched them? Have you not watched them? Did you like him? Didn't you like him? Which one did you think was the best? I don't know. Just tell me your opinions on that, because it's a really interesting topic. And meanwhile, I'm just building a little mock, so don't get distracted by that. uh, think I think I gotta reorganize all the things. Scott Davis. I'm building the Black Pearl right now. Oops, I mean Captain Jack Sparrow with pirate ship. Oh, such a I don't know if you're like the old Black Pearl is such a great set in my opinion. I sadly no, I think I know somebody that has it, that's got it, and it's such a great set. How are you guys? I'm fine, thank you. I've got my first day of work tomorrow, and now I'm sitting here and building Legos because I've got nothing else to do besides studying for exams in January, which I should usually normally be doing, but I'm rather sitting here building Legos. So, yeah, gotta get your priorities straight. Doing good, thanks. Okay, nice to see so many people in chat interacting with each other. Um, and I think meanwhile I gotta start out building the actual base itself. What's your new job? I'm actually in Germany. We have something called studying, but you can do it dually, which means that I'm employed at a firm and I'm studying like university at the same time, and I get paid. And I get paid, and I'm always switching. I'm working for in the firm for 3 months, and then I'm at the university for 3 months, and yeah. So I work half the time, study half the time, get paid the entire time, and I can check out different like sectors of the firm. And tomorrow I'm gonna start out for 3 months, like working 3 months in the key account management. Sounds like a good opportunity. Yeah, it is. Is that a red brick separator? Yeah, we talked about that earlier actually. It's a red brick separator, but it's not from Lego itself. I think it's either from Bricklink seller that produced it himself, or it might as well be from Blue Bricks, which is also like a Lego alternative from Germany. But it's really great because I've been using it for a long time, and it like usually they chip and stuff, but this one has such a good grip, and it also didn't chip at all so far, even though I've been using it for a long time. So yeah, It's actually better quality than the Lego ones. And now I'm just thinking about how to build the base, but I think I've now got an idea. Yeah, I think I've got an idea. Come on, let's just start out. I'm gonna get the boxes with the right bricks real quick. And get everything sorted. I've got too many separators. Yeah, I've got a bunch of separators as well. Even though I'm not really buying a lot of sets anymore, I still have so many separators, it's horrible. It's become too many, honestly. And I'm also thinking about foliage on the mock right now. Might as well be a good idea. Just some slight foliage. I could probably build a spine with as many as I have. Yeah, true. I've also seen some people use the brick separators in builds as well, though, which was really cool. I think I saw somebody build like a large Transformers kind of thing, and I don't know, he used brick separators for some kind of plating or something on the shoulder, which looked really nice. First, I gotta get all the gray boxes with the bricks. Have any of you got the new Vanilla? I actually planned on buying it, but I didn't because I thought it was too expensive and I didn't like the fix. How can I say it? I was not happy about the fix, so I didn't end up buying it. Do you want to get it or something, 247, or are you planning on getting it, or why are you asking? It's a 10 out of 10. Okay. So you got it and you like the model. I got it. I love it. Okay, great. Okay, great. Did you get it like for Christmas or something, or just get it because you wanted to? By the way, 247, I've seen your mocks the past few weeks, and they've really improved a lot, bro. I really like the mocks, the past few ones you did. Gotta go about it like this, yeah. This looks nice. And then we pre-ordered as soon as I could. Thanks, appreciate it, bro. Yeah, no problem. Man, I can't be searching for the bricks for that long. Wait a second. I gotta get another of my sorting things. Okay. And now we can get to actually building. Perfect. I just nearly shat myself because I thought I didn't have this piece, which I definitely need for the build that I have in my head. I gave you sub 247. Next week's mock, I think you like a lot. Okay, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I also appreciate I really appreciate the like consistency that you've got going on, because you've been uploading consistently for such a long time now. That's something you're definitely ahead of me concerning that, because I'm just so, I don't know. I don't know if you've seen it on the channel, but there's like a few months that I really upload consistently, and then I have to take a break for some time. So yeah. I really appreciate the consistency, honestly. And I don't know, honestly, I haven't checked the shorts a lot, but did you try and do what I like the clues that I gave you on how to improve the shorts maybe? Did you? I don't know. I honestly didn't see if you did that or if you didn't. It's definitely getting a bit more difficult. Yeah, I understand that. Honestly, you really have to, I don't know, you really have to build a lot if you're trying to upload consistently. Just let me lay out the shape real quick of the mock that I want to have. I think like this should be fine though. Yeah, this should be fine. And then we should start out with all the flooring. I think, honestly, that's got rid of the logo at the start and shortened a few. Okay, nice. That's a solid base. Yeah, I'm thinking. Wait, let me explain my thought process right here. I think I'm gonna add in a door right here, and then maybe make the shape a little bit like this. I want this left part, like the laid back part, to be a bit like sloped up like this, and then there be a higher part right here, maybe with the turret or something. That's the idea right now that I'm having. And I'm already seeing that I gotta take pieces from another mock. Wait a second. Okay, so I just got some pieces from another mock, which I need for the door definitely. So I think it's gotta have the width of this. So it's already 8 wide, the door. Yeah, okay. Then I need it to be, then it's 10 wide. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, that's exactly 10, which is kind of annoying. Because then I gotta do it like this. That. Okay. But I'm still missing some fucking pieces, which is annoying. Because that means that I gotta break down another mock to build this one. Which never really is a good sign, to be honest. Anyone building anything right now? I think so. I'm definitely building, as you're seeing, but I don't know. Scott might be, or somebody else. Are you 247? Are you? Yeah. What are you building the mock for next week or? I have some backlog to work on though. Backlog? I don't quite get that, honestly. I don't understand. What's backlog? Backlog? Teach me. I'm working on something for a stream. For a stream? Oh, you're gonna be streaming soon as well. Okay. Are you like preparing a build or something? Sealed sets I still have to build. Oh, okay. Yeah, same for me. I think I have. Do you know the Obi-Wan Starfighter with the Kaminoan? I think I've got that one lying around, and I also have the UCS gunship still lying around somewhere here. But I'm not really. I haven't really decided yet if I even want to build those. Because I might as well just keep them sealed, honestly. Because I could resell them one day. Both are nice sets. Yeah, they're actually both nice sets. I think I bought the Obi-Wan Starfighter because I wanted to have the Kaminoan minifig, but then I bought it separately because I forgot I had it. And now I've got two of them, but one is sealed, and I think also the figure might become a little bit pricey like in the future. So that's why I'm trying to keep the set sealed. And then also the UCS gunship. I already have a gunship, but like a mock version, which honestly looks nicer in my opinion. So I'm just gonna use this one to like display or maybe use in Mocs or something. And so I don't really have a use for the UCS gunship right now. But it's obviously nice having it. What do you think of the door? Door design? Looks good, I think. Works as well. And yeah. Then next thing I want to build. Lego Timmy, hey, welcome to the chat. Nice to see you here. We've just been talking about our sealed sets that we've got laying around that we might be building soon. Yeah, door looks imperial. That's what it's supposed to look like. So it's working. Lego Timmy, how are you? Nice to see you here in chat. Did you get my entry to the mock contest? I think I might have submitted it like one day late accidentally. Because I don't know. Just letting you know we extend the mock contest end date so more people can. Oh, okay. So then that's nice to hear because I think I entered on the 1st of January when it was supposed to end earlier. I got a 327 set and the new Lego mech. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've got the. I actually was planning on getting the 327 set as well, but then I didn't because I just didn't like the figs, honestly, and I thought it was too expensive. I have those. Wait, let me get those real quick. Yeah, I have two of those. I ordered some decaled 327 troopers of for like I think they cost me like €6 or something. Yeah, I've got those. A lot of people were busy for the holidays. Yeah, I could imagine that. I was busy myself. That's why I had to enter so late. But I hope have you seen the entry already, Lego Timmy, or have you not? Oh, I didn't know Lego Mocs entered the contest. Nice. Yeah, I entered the contest. I also was planning on entering the Victor Tube contest. I don't know if you know this guy, but he's also hosting a contest right now. But I think I probably won't have time to build anything, sadly. I think I probably won't have time to. However, let's go on with the build. Problem is that those things right here, they fracture up the entire, like those two things right here, which are going to be angled parts of the wall later, they fracture up the entire structure of the wall, which makes it really hard to get detail in. I'm a judge, so I can't see the Mocs until the day we judge them. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know this. I thought you could see the entries earlier as well. Couldn't you enter this build? I actually might be able to enter this build, yeah. That's actually a good idea. I might be able to enter this build for the Victor Tube contest. But let's see if it turns out good enough. I hope it is. But I can already tell you, Lego Timmy, in case you haven't seen the mock yet. But my uncle built it, and not me. But it's an insane mock that we sent in. I think it's even way better than the one I sent in for the last contest of yours. It's actually a really good mock. So you can definitely be excited. I can't wait to see. Yeah. It's a big one as well. It's like, yeah. Because usually we have kind of turned to building smaller things, but this is actually one of the bigger ones again. And I really love it. I really love it. I think it's already been taken apart again, but yeah. I'm anxious to see all the builds. Scott, did you enter the contest as well, or? Because honestly, I don't know. I can't see who entered the contest, but you're in as well. No, I'm not a mock builder. Okay. So guys, I'm just right now building these two like angled pieces that are gonna be going into the wall later on. Like this. Like this. And I think we're gonna add some grill pieces on here. I don't think I'll be able to enter Timmy's contest. Why not? Don't you have time? Or what's the problem? Two for 7. What's the problem? Why can't you enter? Or do you just simply not have any ideas for a mock, or what's the problem? Because actually you just gave me the idea that I have something prepared, but I need to record it. Yeah, but is recording actually the problem? Because I don't know. I've never done any of the like time lapses of building that you do. But I actually think about if I'm building right now on stream anyways, I might just take the stream recording and just put this into a time lapse and then maybe show me building this mock. Might be an idea. I don't know. I like showing the process. Yeah. I also, I think I also got a lot of comments already of people like demanding me to show the process of me building. But that's the problem. I usually like the process of me building is not as linear, you know? I take a lot of breaks in between and then don't build and then I build something and take it apart again. Or then I don't know, I just sit there for a few minutes and think about what I want to build. And that's not really good for a time lapse, you know? I like showing the process. Yeah, I get that. It honestly also makes a lot of sense because it's engaging for the viewer. Like if they're looking at the video and they see you actually building the mock, that's good. But I don't know. I haven't done it so far. And Scott, you're more of a set builder, so you're actually buying some more Lego sets and then building those. But are you like, do you buy Lego sets only or also like alternates, Lego alternates? Because honestly, I don't know how it is in America, but here in Germany there's a lot of different like Lego alternatives that people actually buy. Does it look good though? I don't know if I like it honestly. No, I like it. I like it. It's fine. I would build an alternative set. You would, okay, so you don't. You don't currently, okay, nice. Because I know a lot of people that are also they enjoy building sets, but they've just converted to like different. Brick Boss has some pretty good builds. Brick Boss, Brick Boss, Brick Boss, Brick Boss. I think Brick Boss is actually one I don't know. In Germany here, there's a lot of people like buying Kobe or not the basketball player, by the way. Kobe, it's like Cobi. Or Mold King, or as I said earlier, Blue Bricks, because they have some really great builds. And they're also affordable as well. I don't like the round plate on the bottom, honestly. Brick Boss, but I've never heard of Brick Boss, but it seems like if you say they have good builds, I'll just believe you. I think those look good though. I think if you put them right here and there, they actually look good. If you then, and then in case you didn't know the technique, which I'm about to use, you just essentially use those grill pieces, which are angled, to simply angle a part of the wall. Because as you can see down here, those are angled grill pieces as well. And they are used to shift the wall backwards a little bit. And then to straighten it all out again, you then wait, let me show you. You then put those grill pieces up top again to essentially just go back the other direction. Then this top part is perfectly straight. I don't know. I think it's a really well-known technique, like a common technique, but I don't know, in case you don't know it. And I also just knocked over the fucking door with my hand, because I'm stupid. But I'm actually really happy, by the way, that so many people have come to the stream today again and have chatted with me and talked to me while I was building. It's actually really nice. And now I just gotta fill all this up. With those bricks. Fuck, I just dropped one. I'm stupid. And I just dropped it again. I agree, the doorway looks imperial. Yeah, yeah. I think it's actually like a really common shape. I also use the technique very often already. Like in many different mocks, I think. Because I don't know, I saw it once. I saw it, somebody built it once, but I don't know where or who. And I really liked it. And then I just used it more often because I don't know, it doesn't take any crazy special bricks or something. So it's really nice to build because it looks good in my opinion. So yeah. I think I also used that one back in the day when I got second place in the coconut bricks contest, which is so long ago. So I've definitely been using the technique for a long time, yeah. Do you know Coconut Brick Studios, the guy? Have you seen Stormy's short today? From today, if it's from today, I've probably not seen it. I've seen most of the more recent ones, but if it's from today, I've probably not seen it. Wait, let me check real quick. Stormy Cube. Oh yeah, I actually saw it. I actually saw it. I actually saw it. Yeah, that's a crazy build. Honestly, I love it. As I said in the past, I've also done some like Coruscant City builds. But yeah, he used the new rangefinders as handles. Oh, true. Yeah, I remember. I saw the mock, I think today or something, and I was so amazed by the speeder because it's so small but it looks so good. Scott, just for your information, I think like 1 or 1.5 years ago, Coconut Studios hosted a mock contest as well, where his subscribers could like send in things. And at that point, I think our channel was like really small. It had like 50 subs or something, and we had just been uploading for a few months. And then we decided to enter that contest, and I think we got second place or something back then. So that's what I was talking about earlier. I think it should as well be in the channel history, which I have in the like channel description. If you look into that, yeah, you should see it there probably. Okay, the problem is that I'm now running into the problem that I don't have any more gray brick because it's all used up in another mock of mine. So I might just have to pause building here, honestly, and then take apart the other mock. You remember the contest? Yeah, we got second place in that. That's what I was talking about earlier. Hmm. Integrate some terrain. Yeah, the front right here, which you see, the gray part, like all of this, is gonna become terrain later on. But I mean for the walls, I have no more like gray normal brick, and I'm trying to build the walls a bit more clean than I usually do because it just fits the vibe. And I don't have any of these anymore, so I can't build gray wall. That's the problem I have right now. Yeah. Honestly, I think then that we're gonna end the stream for today, sadly, because I'm hungry, I want to eat something, and I'm not really motivated to build the terrain outside right now, and I have no pieces to build the base itself. So I guess I'm gonna let this come to an end right here. I thank you all very much for watching. We've been streaming for 2 hours, which is crazy. I thank you all for participating in the chat so much. And I really didn't expect that for today. We had a really nice chat. I'm sorry, 247, but I also gotta eat. I'm a normal human. And I hope I might finish the build off stream and then you'll see it on the channel. And uh, I might as well just finish the build in the next stream. And I might enter it into the Victor Tube contest, as you said, 247. I'm not sure when the next stream is gonna be. Honestly, I'll just go online whenever I feel like it, whenever I am motivated to build, and then I'll go online. So I won't, sadly, can't tell you when the next stream is gonna be. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll, yeah, hopefully see you in the next stream or in the comment section of my next few videos. Bye, guys. Have a great evening.